One thing about doing this podcast is like I'm really analyzing my life, I feel like, and thinking about things that I'd never really thought of before. And I came upon this realization. I don't know why I hadn't thought of it before now, but in preparing for this, I went back, and my first celebrity interview was Joan Jett.
Uh-huh.
All right. And then the last celebrity that I talked to was Dolly Parton. And that spanned like decades of my career. And I don't know if I could have asked for better bookends to my career in like newspaper or entertainment journalism than those two. They both have similarities, and like their frames are kind of small. Dolly's bigger in some places than Joan Jett, but they're both like small women. They're both extremely kind and down to earth.
Yep.
And it's exactly what I needed from Joan Jett when I talked to her, because I had no idea how I was going to work out as a celebrity interviewer.
But it's harder to some extent because when you've got a politician, you've got somebody like that, you know what the questions are going to be. And when you've got an entertainer or somebody where it's not hard news, it could be anything.
Yeah. But the Joan Jett interview, it was, I'd been there in Florida for less than a year, and she was coming to perform at the Bandshell. And the Bandshell is like an open theater on the beach. And it was a phoner interview. It was the usual setup, phoner interview, and then meet her when she came to town. And she was just like right away, just real conversational and not that badass that you're afraid she's going to be. And, and she's just like talking about music, and she was just helping me along. I thought she probably knew that this isn't something I've done a lot, And she was fine with it, and she was very, very kind. And she at one point she was talking about being on the road and how she was well established as a star at this point, and how rough it was, because she said that you're on the road all the time, so you're traveling and you're going out on stage and you're working over your vocal cords, and you've got to perform for an audience every night, and you're trying to get sleep, and you're eating what you can, and you're trying to stay in shape. And she said it's an effing shitty job. Only she didn't say effing. She used the word.
Think about the music that they play.
I know. But
we shouldn't edit ourselves.
I'm saying shitty at least. But anyway, so she says an effing shitty job. And I said, I don't think I can use that in a family newspaper. And she laughed. And she said, okay, it's a shitty job. and I said, well, I don't think I can use that either. And she goes, oh. She said, it's real hard. And she just laughed, and I laughed, and I just had a really good from beginning to end conversation with her, and wrote a story and thought I did okay for beginning entertainment journalist, and probably not any prize winner or anything like that, but she sure made it, a better story.